Yo, what's up guys? Today we're gonna be talking about which character you use in the beginning in Zone 6. Basically, there's 6 races in this game. There's 8 if you count the other races. But honestly, those conditions are really hard to meet. In a harder difficulty, at least for me, right? I've never hit them, even when playthroughs I did really well. Because you have to use like specific races and like specific like conditions, criterias to be able to hit those. So people say, so the game tells you this is easy. The problem is, they're bad industrialists. So while it is easy in the early game because they're good food producers, and they love to worship at the inexpensive temples, it's actually a pretty hard start IMO because they're not good industrialists, and they struggle to produce any items. But I think their access to furniture is not too hard to meet though. I think they use clay. Yeah, they use clay. Yes, the Norians are hard actually because they're not good producers. They're very good secondary races though. They're really good secondary races which you could run with, like I think with the Cretaceans or the humans. They're really good secondary races. Um if you do run in with other factions, you just gotta realize that you should try to always keep the loyalty up because they just end up killing each other. Yeah, but they're good craftsmen. They're good miners. That's pretty much the Donorians. But the only secondary races, honestly, I do really think it's a strong race in this game. But the bug people, they're easy to find, but they're not good at knowledge. And this update version 69, knowledge work. If you don't have knowledge work, you're in a bad time. You're having a bad time. Straight up, you have a bad time. They have low demands. Yes, they have low demands, but under like access to furniture is like basically like a stone and a clay. So they're really good, but their skills are pretty bad. So it's really hard to like get anywhere or try to enter the late game because you need a lot of knowledge into going into the late game. The humans, they're good. They're really good. The problem is that they get a lot of deranged people. You probably will end up having like your half of your population's deranged unless you build asylums, which in this update is really hard to hit. Asylums are really they're pretty much locked into like 200 knowledge or something, and they don't give too much boost, so you probably won't even be rushing them. The asylum. The Albanians or like the fish people, they're good. The problem with is that they hate they hate like other factions, so you can't run them with other factions really, unless you want them to like kill each other a lot. But that's something if you want to do. They're not good farmers, but you could definitely use fishes. But you also want to get leather because leather is like honestly something you want to be using. And like I think in almost every meta, I think only version 68 was the only meta that you didn't need leather too much. And you're probably like using something else, but like you definitely need leather a lot for clothes, for like knowledge, for early game basically. The Tilapi, I think it's a little bit harder. They also hate other factions, so it's really hard to run them with like other factions. But I think they should like I think they should like buff that so that you could run like the creations as well. Cause like they're good for almost everything, but they're just not they use leather as their access to furniture, which is fine in the early game, but in the late game, it's it's gonna be a problem. So let's go ahead and show you the requirements they need to get for their happiness and their loyalty and all that jazz. So we're hopping into the game, but we're just gonna be showing you like the requirements, right? Alright, so the requirements for the humans. Right here, nothing interesting. Honestly, nothing interesting. So the humans furniture, they need wood, furniture, fabric, jewelry, which is really hard to get, by the way, pottery. So they need like almost every mid to high end items in the game besides wood. Services, nothing too unusual. Environment, they do need pool type, space. Torches are 100%. Army, and their storage wants is gems. Religion, you can pick whatever the religion you want. They're pretty mixed up. Normal. Keep in mind, by the way, every faction has their wants and likes, or what they're good at. They like a lot of stuff. Securations, they don't like slaves. This faction doesn't like slaves. They don't go into the thing, but they have like 3 like raw goods they use as a furniture. But this is pretty hard to get. But yeah, if you want to check more, this will tell you as well. This will tell you if you like reading like numbers or like stuff. This will tell you as well like what they like and what they want. So yeah, that's the general gist. If you want to know more about them, just right click on these portraits. So anyways guys, that is pretty much it for my video on which character you should be using in version 69. Hopefully you think this is informative. Anyways guys, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time for my next video in Zone 6. Bye bye.